The test isn't whether you get the greatest business idea in the world the first time out. The test is whether you keep learning as you go along.
How Warren Buffett made his first $1 million. Hey guys, welcome to my channel Money Invest. In this video, you'll see how Warren Buffett, the world's finest investor and one of the world's wealthiest individuals, made his first $1 million. How he went from nothing to seven figures at the age of 30. You will comprehend the events, qualities, and of course, investments that enable Buffett to achieve success at such an early age. But before that, I'd like to go on a rant. Whatever the world's most successful investor is doing, you should be doing as well, right? Wrong. Allow me to explain. Today, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway manages a portfolio of firms worth hundreds of billions of dollars. The contrast between making money when handling such quantities and making money when your net worth is, say, $1,000 to $500,000 is like night and day. Before we continue, kindly subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell to get updates on more videos like this from us. So without further ado, let's discuss how Warren Buffett made his first $1 million. There are two distinct phases in his life and work. Using one of these methods, he was able to earn money while doing something he enjoyed. In the second, he put his money where his mouth was and invested. In other words, if he made his money by rolling and building a big snowball, the first phase would be like making the core of the snowball. To begin making money early in life, Warren Buffett, trades and portfolio, realized he sought money from an early age for a variety of reasons. He may become self-sufficient, he was free to live the life he desired. Working for him allowed him the freedom to do what he wanted every single day. He started selling chewing gum at the age of 6. He would go door to door in the area selling the gum he bought from his grandfather. Those were just a few of the many snowflakes that were to fall. During family vacations, he peddled Coca-Cola door to door and on the beach. He began selling discarded golf balls at golf courses. At the age of 9 or 10, until he was captured by a police officer, he was selling them to golfers in the forests and lakes. At the tender age of 10, he was hired by the University of Omaha to serve peanuts and popcorn at football games. Peanuts and popcorn, 5 cents, a nickel, half a dime, fifth of a quarter. Grab your peanuts and popcorn here, he said as he strolled through the sands. He was 11 when he discovered a book called 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000 in a Library. 1 million is the product of 1,000 into 1,000, and that equals a million. According to the text, is now the time for you? Today is unlike any other period in American history, in that it's easier than ever before for someone with a little money to establish their own business. In 1936, the book was released. Opportunities abound right now. But if you haven't started yet, you can't possibly succeed. Initially, he planned to purchase a weighing device, and everyone who used it to weigh themselves paid a price for doing so. He intends to purchase more weighing devices with the money he earns. In 1941, when he was just 11, he predicted that he would be a millionaire by the time he was 35 years old. As far as he's concerned, he's all business. After meeting Dorothy, he formed a crush on her. When he was just 13 years old, he'd want to take Dorothy to the movies, and one day, for reasons of safety, her father tried to get him to buy a magazine subscription instead. At the age of 13, he was living in Washington, D.C. with his father, who had recently been elected to Congress. His friend Ed called one day and asked him to come over to his house. Warren, Ed told him, you're the only businessman he knows in the District of Columbia. After telling his warehouse employees to bring them to Buffett's house, Ed had 100 pounds of cornflakes and dog biscuits he wanted rid of. Whatever you receive for them, send me half, he told them. He suddenly found himself with an overabundance of cornflakes and dog biscuits in his garage, which he sold for $100 and pocketed the remaining $50. After that, he began working as a newspaper delivery worker, manning 3 separate routes. To make it to school on time, he would rise at 4:30 in the morning and begin his route of newspaper delivery by 8. The evening paper would be delivered to his house as soon as he got home from school. During this period, he was selling calendars to the newspaper clients. Customers were also requested to bring in their old magazines so they could track out when their membership had expired and resell them new ones. The first time he filed his taxes was at the tender age of 14. To save money, he listed his watch and bicycle as business costs. At the age of 14, he had more than $1,000. At the age of 15, he was generating enough money delivering newspapers to have $2,000. To save time and more effective, he meticulously examined the routes. For $1,200, he bought a 40-acre property and made an investment in the hardware business his father had begun. He was pitching newspapers for $175 a month at the age of 16, which was more than his professors made in a year. Golf balls and collectible stamps were among the items that he was selling to enthusiasts. At the age of 17, he placed a pinball machine in a barber shop and split the profits with the barbers. Now he had $5,000. To develop a fortune, Warren Buffett, in trades and portfolio, started with pennies and dimes, which served as the snowball's core when it was being rolled out. He then swiftly rolled it, and it wasn't long before he comprehended the notion of compounding after reading 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. He needed to increase his income and allow it to expand. The earlier he invests, the better, as he will have more time to watch his money increase. He, too, began investing in the stock market at a young age. He'd always wanted to see the New York Stock Exchange as a kid, and to celebrate his 10th birthday, his father had taken him there. He acquired his first stock when he was 12 years old. For pleasure, he was pursuing barons and the selection of his father's books on the bookcase. He was aided greatly by his business acumen, and according to his own words, "I'm better at investing because I'm also better at business," he added. The young man, aged 21, visited Geico, sat down for 2 hours with the company's president, Lorimer Davidson, and then invested 75% of his savings in a single share. Western Insurance's earnings per share were $29, but the stock was trading at under $3. After that, he invested in Union Street Railway stock, which was expected to give him $50 in dividends, but was only worth $35 at the time of purchase. Through his attendance at shareholder meetings, he discovered it. He was seeing an annual return of 60% on his money. His earlier investments were made primarily for close family members once he returned to Omaha to create a private equity fund. After that, he received money from Ben Graham's families and former clients. As of this writing, he had 7 funds and was managing more than $500,000. Shares in the funds were given to him as compensation for his work handling the money. In addition to his impressive profits, he was also accruing hefty fees. He was also investing his own money, which was expanding at the same time. His snowball-making process had progressed to this point. His fast rolling caused the snowball to grow at an incredible rate. A billionaire by the time he was 30. And that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, kindly let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and smash that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time.